Welcome to the Well Within radio podcast. I am your host, Shalina Litt. Welcome back. I am Shalina and you are listening to Well Within the radio podcast. Okay, so as I said to you, we have got a couple of guests coming in for you. It's going to be a good one. But first, I am really intrigued about my next guest. I've been watching him for a while, and what intrigued me was the positivity that came through. Well, I'll let him tell you all about it. Welcome, Optimum Mindset. Woo woo.
Thank you for having me.
What is your name?
So
and where do you come from?
My name's Rishi and I'm from South Staffs.
Okay. For you, you were going through a little bit of a dark episode.
Yeah.
What was it? Did you see something? Did you have a conversation with someone? Because the drinking and whatnot. Like I said, it's not an easy conversation to have with someone.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I can remember it. So for me, it's more like it was a sign from the universe and a message from the universe, like a divine message that came through. And we call it hukam in Punjabi. That means command. And at that time, it was either take it or leave it, and do this transformation, because the message I was getting at that time was you can turn your back, and I've had family members pass away from alcohol, and I could have gone down that same route, but it was about making a change, and this change would impact at least 7 generations to come. Yeah, that's what we believe in. So it was really taking that courage, being the sole family member to do this alone at the moment, but to also inspire other family members to take the step forward and say, we don't want to be like this anymore. Alcohol's not been good for us, and it's seriously causing a dysfunction in our family.
Yeah, amazing. So what steps did you take? I mean, when it came to finally saying, okay, I'm going to change, I want to get help, was there a lot of support out there? Were there a lot of men's groups?
So I attended some men's groups later, I'd say, only recently. But a lot of the work I did myself. So I isolated myself. I didn't speak to my friends anymore, which was one of the hardest things I've done. But I really had to cut ties with a lot of people because there was a lot of negative energy around it. And during winter, the isolation and that grieving that I had to go through, and the depression, no one really knows about it because I've moved on from the set of friends I had, and I love them to bits, but we don't align anymore, and things have changed drastically for me now. And it's sad, but it's just the way it is. I moved on, but I had to make this change. A lot of the men's groups I attended were later on after, and I did find that support was there. And we tapped into a lot of things that I'd been keeping inside for years. My childhood, thinking about my past and all that, and sometimes just letting it out. I never knew how to do that before. I really commend you for being so open about it, and I love the fact that you've got the support of your family as well, because that seems very evident, know. So moving forward, what have you got planned? What's planned for the future? So for me, I'm just taking it step by step, really. But all the doors seem to be opening, and the energies aligning with, individuals contacting me. So I've recently done my first podcast. It's going to be called Rise with Rishi, and that was an idea that's been, I've been trying to do it for so long. But when I decided to do that, I was still drinking, so really it wasn't aligning with me then. I've done multiple, radio interviews about my journey. I've been onto the BBC Asia Network. Oh, I love that. So, so you are going to be, being open a lot more and doing a lot more with podcasts. So what kind of guests are you going to get coming onto the podcast? I'm thinking at the moment I want to start with addiction, because I'm more honest with myself now, and I'm speaking up about stuff that I've kept bottled in for years. And I know that my close family members might not be happy about it, but I just need to get it out there because this is me and this is my story. And I find that it needs to be told because I know people are struggling, especially in the West Midlands, with similar family dysfunctions, addiction, alcohol, drugs. So I really want to get it out there, so I might inspire somebody.
Yeah.
And it's also helping me build my
Might.
confidence speaking.
You will inspire somebody. You're going to be saving lives. And I think that's what a lot of families do not realize, especially Asians. Put my hands up for that. There's this ideal self that you have to project, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
And it's like, they'll be like, "Sharam nahi aati," like, haven't you got no shame?
It's okay, everything.
Yeah.
Carry on. Like that's not the right way. We need to be more open and speak about things. And that attitude really is nonsense, in my opinion, now, because you're destroying kids' lives, because ultimately you're learning from your parents, because that's what they were taught, and we need to break that cycle.
Yeah, like you said, and it can go down for 7 generations, I'm telling you. So, as we finish, what is it? Tell me something. What do you do for well-being?
So, my well-being consists of running, going to the gym 3 times a week, and I'm on a strict diet, so it's no processed foods, raw-based fruit and veg, and I do eat the same foods all the time, which is quite boring, but mental health wise I've found that cutting out everything else has really helped me, and it keeps me happy. I've got more energy, and I'm just ready to go.
Bit of breath work?
Breath work, me and my wife are going to start doing that soon. We were talking about it the other day. We do mantra's really important in my household. It's on in the mornings and it's on in the evenings before we go sleep. So I think having faith in the divine energy or a god, I think that's really helped.
Okay, that's brilliant. So if anyone wants to get in touch with you, and if anybody wants to get in touch with you, how do they get in touch?
So you can add me on Instagram or send me a message. I have 2 pages. One is called Optimum Mindset, and the other one for the Speech Heroes, which is the children's work that we're doing, is the Speech Heroes. You can get us on there.
Okay, brilliant. I can't thank you enough, really, for coming on. So it is very inspiring that you're doing that.
I'm grateful.
And I will definitely be pushing your details so people can contact you. And keep me updated with how it's going to be moving forward.
I will do, and I'm grateful for you having me on today.
No,
really
honestly. And when you need a breathwork mentor on your podcast, holla!
Yeah, definitely.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.